Hi, it's Anne here, and today's video is part 2 of my buys and buys video. This was not intended to be a two-parter video, but my buy section was definitely long enough, and as I was partway through it, I'm like, yep, it's definitely going to be a two-video thing. So if you haven't seen the buy stuff, or basically my collective haul for the month of June, and you want to check it out, I will link that video down below. So what I do is I take whatever my my empties value of the previous month, and that becomes my budget for the following month. So the empties value for May became my budget for June. And yeah, so in my buys video, we came out with that I spent $91.52. And on the empty side, I had a budget of $42.46. So we're ending the month of June with $49.06 in the hole. Yeah, definitely a negative balance there, but we will look at the June empties, which I've already tallied up, and the value of this will be combined with that negative 49 to make up my July budget. So the way I do it is my empties value, the only things I count into my empties value that become part of the budget are sort of like beauty items and makeup items that I finish. So I don't include declutter items, and I don't include some things that are like other categories. So like if I finish a deodorant and I want to share it, that's fine, but it's not part of the empties value. So starting with some other items, the first one is this. This is the Life Brand Dry Skin Shave Gel. This is actually not empty, but I can't get it to like, maybe I can show it. That was really gross. Let's maybe spray it onto my hand here. Like, can you see how it's coming out? It's like this tiny little shrivelly thing. It takes so much effort to get any shave gel out that I'm like, I just give up. I give up. I am done with you. I've been trying for months. And that's it. Oh, it's all wet too. There we go. I need to go wipe this off. So yeah, I did buy a new shave gel to replace that one. I actually meant to talk about that on my buy side as just like another item, and then I forgot. A similar thing, and here it is nail scissors. So there is like a little screw that goes in the middle of this to hold them together. These ones were actually pretty nice ones. They were from Quo. They have like the little rubber thingies that sometimes fall out. But yeah, the little screw thing kept falling out. Fell out twice before this, and this was sort of like the last straw. Like there's definitely like something missing that was holding that screw in. And yeah, so my little nail scissors died. So I had to buy new nail scissors, although I cannot find the new ones that I bought. They're somewhere around here. I went to find them for this video, and I have no idea where they are. They're just like, I think the Equate, like the Walmart brand ones. I'm curious though, I have a question for you guys, because I always find this interesting. Do you use nail scissors or nail clippers or both? I never use nail clippers. I hate nail clippers. I find them super awkward. And the only time I can cut my toenails specifically is after like a bath or a shower that's been a long shower. Like my toenails are super hard. Yeah, I'm just curious to know if you use you use nail scissors or clippers. Because I feel like it's like you either use one or the other. Like people rarely use both. I'm curious. Maybe my theory is wrong. But I feel like people use one or the other. And I think there's some people that don't use either. Like they just sort of file their nails down. I'm curious if you're one of those people too. Anyway, let's get into the empties. So we got a lot going on here. It's a lot, not a lot. Let's check makeup removers, because I have two different makeup removers here. I have the Marcel wipes. I love these. These are the waterproof wipes. I will say though, like you need two wipes if you're gonna do your whole face. I feel like one wipe you can do with your eyes, like for your eyes, and then you need a second wipe to do the rest of your face. I am using, this came with like, I mean this is empty, but it came with like a little travel pack as well. I'm just using up the travel pack right now, so that was kind of like that'll be a freebie item whenever I finish it. The value was this item, so I'm a little sad that this is finished, and I will buy a replacement of this. I just haven't bought a replacement yet because I am using those other the little, like, I think there was like 25 or something in the little travel thing. So I'm finishing that up. I'm actually pretty close to finishing up my Josie Maran cleansing oil as well. I actually thought it might have been in this video, but it's not quite. I actually think it's going to take a little bit longer. I mean, I say this now and it won't be finished in July, but I'm pretty sure it will be finished in July. It might not be because I am going to be here and not here. So yeah, it might not be. That might be an August thing. I also did finish up the Mirabella makeup wipes. This was 30 makeup remover wipes. I got this in a top box or Luxe box. So yeah, they were fine. They did the job. They're done. I don't even know where you buy Mirabella. I know nothing about that brand except for I've got 2 or 3 different things in my top box or Luxe box. So some things I've bought replacements for. If you watch my buys video, you know I bought the e.l.f. Super Hydrate Moisturizer because I finished this. This is the Youth Day and Night Cream. I did a whole video on youth products, and this was one of my favorite items in that all the things that I tried. Yeah, it was a nice product. I'm not 100% sure if I will repurchase this because there's other stuff that I want to buy, but for comparables to like the Kiehl's one or the Belief one, this is fairly comparable. I will say though, this one's a bit more wet. Like I feel like it's wet on your face. It doesn't dry down very quickly, so I found that sometimes a bit problematic for using this as a day cream, even sometimes as a night cream, because it's like I pull my hair back to put this on, and then if I pull my hair down too quickly, it's like my hair all stuck to my face. I'm like, but it was nice. It has hyaluronic acid, snail extract, tripeptides, and green tea. But yeah, nice product and very affordable. Like compared to comparables, this is a very affordable product, and you get a little bit more than what you get in other stuff. This one is 60 ml. Another replacement item, again, if you watch my buy side, I've already bought the replacement for this. This is the CosRx Advanced Snail 96 Mucin Power Essence. Love this product. Love it, love it, love it. I said this in my buys video. My skin has been so dry. I don't know what is going on. I think it's my apartment because I wake up and like, you know when you feel like your throat's dry in the middle of the night? I usually only get that in the wintertime and the heat's on, but I'm finding that now. And I don't know, it's just weird. It's very weird. And it's super lame. I like don't put the air on at all. My place is fairly cool. So like I don't have any like, the heat's not on, the air's not on, like the furnace is not on in my apartment, but I am in an apartment. So there is air circulation happening in the building. But yeah, I don't know what's going on, but everything is dry. Everything inside and outside is dry, and I don't know what's going on. But anyway, love this product. When I first bought it, I was only using it at night. I now use it morning and night, so I am going through it a lot faster than what I originally thought I would. But yeah, this is definitely an enjoyable product for me. I have 2 serums here that I have finished. The first one is the Good Molecules Discoloration Correcting Serum. I will admit I did not use this consistently enough on my face to tell you if it worked or not. I have no idea. I used this on and off starting last fall. I ended up more using it on like my chest and my neck area, so I got a lot of discoloration. I used to get a lot of acne on my neck, probably because of my hair and stuff that I used to like hairspray and stuff on my hair. I used to get a lot of acne in my neck and my chest, so I feel like I have a lot of scarring. I don't know if this really did anything, to be honest, because I don't know if it was just time as well. Like, you know, staying out of the sun, putting skincare on. It could have just been time. Like, I do feel like this part of my neck is getting slightly better. I've been trying to put a lot of sunscreen on it. I don't want to get this, like, sunburn anymore. I'm that British ancestry that gets, like, all the sun right here. And, yeah, like, all my relatives have that, like, you know what I'm talking about, that, like, the brown spots, the white spots, the red spots, all the weirdness that's happening down here, especially as you age. And I'm trying to prevent some of that. I've already done damage from my younger years, so we're trying to get through that. So yeah, I think it kind of helped a little. I did notice that they have like a body. I almost bought it when I did my last order from Beautylish, which I think was last month or the month before. I almost bought the body lotion that they have. They have like a discoloration body lotion. I didn't buy it for budget reasons. It just isn't going to fit in the budget. But I'm curious about buying that. I actually might buy it in the future. I might buy this in the future too. I don't really know. But I can't really say that it did anything or didn't do anything, if that makes sense. Another favorite product of mine, this is the Ordinary Niacinamide 10% plus zinc 1%. I don't know why when I bought this, I only bought the 30 ml. I should have bought the 60 ml. Probably bought the 30 ml. I was going to say for budget reasons, but I think I bought this in December. Yeah, this is a 30 ml. I love this product. This is like the second or third time I've bought it. I like niacinamide. It works for my skin really well. I just haven't repurchased this yet. Again, budget reasons. And I did pick up a Centella serum. So I wanted to try the Centella serum sort of on its own without some other products to see if I like it. I have another serum that's almost done as well. It's like a peptide serum. So yeah, like I'm kind of running out of all my skincare and I'm needing to replenish it. But yeah, this is a product I really like. It does have like the ordinary products, like the texture of some of these things. Like if you put too much of this on, it's almost like soapy. It's a bit weird. So you kind of can't go overboard with it. But I like this one for the price. It's nice and simple. I think it works really, really well for me. I notice the difference in my skin when I use niacinamide. For me, it sort of helps with some of like the texture. It just sort of evens my skin out a little bit and makes it a little bit brighter. I'm not a big vitamin C person. I feel like niacinamide works better for me. I talked about this, it must have been last month, the Hydrate and Cleanse Bar. So I did buy a new one of this. So this is finally got around to the empty side. I finally finished the one that I bought the replacement for. So this is the Good Molecules Hydrate and Cleanse Bar. I like it enough that I bought it again. So yeah, and I like this because again, from a packaging reason, this is the only packaging that was part of like that product. There was no plastic or anything. It was great. Sorry if you keep hearing water again. I live in a condo and I don't know what neighbor it is, but there's a neighbor when they turn on the water, it's loud. Like for some reason it sounds like a tiny waterfall in my apartment. But anyway, yeah, so I really like that product. I have a bunch of little packets here. So the first packet is this pineapple, what do they call this? The Brightening Jelly Mask. This is from the brand Masquerade. I've had a lot of hit and miss with Masquerade. I had one of their masks that like made my skin freak out. This one though, this one is top notch. It says brightening. I need to like do a little maybe video on this because I really feel like right after I use this, my face does look brighter. And I don't know what it is. It's almost like, and this is gonna sound bizarre, but it's like almost it takes away all the redness in my face. So you just see like my skin tone come through. So you just see the brightness of my skin tone. I don't know what it is. I mean, it's not long lasting, but it's definitely one of those masks that you have an immediate result to, which is kind of nice. And it's like a nice, it's actually kind of a jelly texture. I should put these in my fridge. It'd probably be pretty nice in the summertime to have one of these like on your face when it's cool because it's like a gel texture. And I get 2 uses out of this. This pack is too much for 1 use, so I do get 2 uses out of this pack. I think the kit came with like 12 of these, so I probably have about like 8 or 9 left, I think. I have all these little guys. The first one is this Kale and Green Tea Spinach Vitamins Superfood Cleanser, Youth to the People Cleanser. I've had samples of this. I've had like a bigger deluxe size sample of this. It's fine. It's a nice cleanser. I have no problems using this. If I get samples of this, I will use it. I like it. Too expensive though. I won't pay for this. It's too much money. But I like it. I like other cleansers that are cheaper, like this one. This is much cheaper. So yeah. But like I said, if I come across it, I will use it. This one is the Skin Icelandic Youth Serum. I didn't really think this did anything for me. It was a fine serum. I only got like 2 uses out of this packet. But I want to read what it says on the front of this because it's just so... I was like, okay, thanks for the story. It says, 5 hours of sleep, if I'm lucky. Stress levels at an all-time high. My youthful glow is disappearing before my eyes. Ordered a cocktail and didn't get carded. Ouch. My makeup-free days might be numbered. Thank you. Dark spots and dryness, lackluster complexion, crying out for an intervention. Need a brightening serum that will revive, restore, and replenish my dull, depleted skin. And won't take no for an answer. Thank you for the story. I don't know, it was so, when you're in the bathroom and you're just like, I was just like, I don't know, I didn't even read this whole thing. I think I was just looking for like information as to what was in this. I was like, oh, that's interesting. Story time. Anyway, this one is the Summer Fridays CC Me Serum. It says brighten and illuminate. I think that this one has both niacinamide. I don't think it's on the packet. I think I had to Google this one. I'm pretty sure this one has both niacinamide and vitamin C. I actually quite liked this, at least from a texture perspective. I need to look up how much this is. I don't think it's super expensive, but I liked it. I actually am intrigued on using this. Like I said, I'm not a big vitamin C person, but I could see myself using it in this type of a product. I have that vitamin C powder. It's going to take me a lifetime to get through. I do use it occasionally, but I just realized for me, vitamin C is not an ingredient that is really helpful in any sense. So I actually I liked the texture of this. It didn't really have a scent. I think it had a little bit of a scent. Let's see if I can smell it. A little bit of a scent. Yeah, nothing off-putting or anything that I can tell. Maybe a little herbal in a sense. But yeah, this was actually a quite nice serum. I wouldn't mind trying it like full size. Declutter items. Actually, no, let's finish up the empties and then we'll talk about the 2 declutter items. So the second to last empty is this one. This is the Julep Oxygen Nail Treatment. If you watch my nail videos, you'll know that I finished this guy up. Every time you finish up a julep polish, it is slightly sad because they're done. That's it. That's all the julep polishes I will ever have. I think I still see them popping up in Winners and Marshalls every once in a while. But yeah, this is done. So I do, again, another item that I do kind of need to replace. I don't have any sort of like nail treatments, and my nails are horrible right now, and I definitely do need something. There's been a couple things. People have given me some recommendations. I just have not purchased them yet. That I've talked about a long time ago. I have some things I think on my Amazon wish list to maybe buy. And then my last empty to talk about is this. Looks kind of funny. This is a spoiler for my Pan That Palette, or no, Project Pan. This is the Clinique Almost Powder Makeup in Neutral Fair. I don't think this was a full size, to be honest, but I'm not 100% sure, so I've counted it as a full size. But it doesn't affect my budget because I didn't pay for this. Somebody gave it to me, so there's like zero purchase value, which would have, had I purchased this, it would have been like $40. Well, probably would have been because I wouldn't have bought it full price likely. But anyway, yeah, I really, really like this powder. I definitely would purchase this. I went through 2 of these sort of sample things. I think these were for the display case. I went through 2 of them, and I really like this powder. The shade is perfect for me. It's just a really, really nice powder. I felt like for more of a mature skin, it's a nice powder. I saw Clinique has a couple other different powders, but yeah, I liked this one. I've never tried any of the other ones. And then I have 2 declutter items, which should not be a surprise to anybody if you've seen any of my other videos. The first one is this Dirty Little Secret cream lipstick in the shade Tutu. Yeah, I don't want to use this. If you don't know Dirty Little Secret, there was like a whole thing about uncovering this like one company that had like 3 or 4 different brands, but it was clearly all like Alibaba products that they just stuck brand like labels on and like marked it up. I don't know the word. Marked it up like way higher than what it was actually worth. And I just don't like the name of this brand, Dirty Little Secret, to be honest. I don't like that. Not a good name. Anyway, so decluttering that. Didn't like the product. I kept trying to make the product work. I didn't mind the product. I had no real good reason to declutter it or get rid of it. But now I'm just like, I don't need you in my life. The second thing that I gave this a good shot. I've had this forever. I don't even know how long I've had this. I could have maybe had this for 10 years. Or longer, potentially. I'm not sure. Maybe not that long. Maybe. Anyway, what is it? It's the Bare Minerals. It's a loose eyeshadow in the shade Rockstar. And I had this in one of my project pans. I think it was in my Panning Punk project. And I just realized I don't care for this. And there's no room for it in my collection. If it had like a unique value, if I could see myself even pulling this out every once in a while, but I just don't like it. Again, it's a loose shadow. Not a huge fan of loose shadows. This is sort of like a gunmetal gray color with a lot of glitter in it. I am potentially maybe going to keep this in with like Halloween makeup because that's the only time I think I could see this. If I wanted to use this kind of a shade, I'd rather just use a pressed shadow. This is so messy and not worth it. Not worth it to me. So yeah, that is that empty or declutter. So let's talk numbers. So empty. So again, not counting those declutters or some of the other items that I talked about. Actual empties, I had 13 empties, and the paid value is $83.75. and the retail value is $165.54. So if we go back to, actually, let's put on the screen. Let's put on the what came in June versus the what went out. And it's fairly well balanced. I mean, I spent $10 more than value went out, but I brought in 10 items, again, not including the concealers and mascaras, and 13 items went out. So not bad. Again, a lot of more makeup came in, if I include mascara and concealers, than went out. And like went out was like samples. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. So yeah, not bad in terms of balance. If we look at the budget, so the budget was $42.46. I spent $91.52, so that was a remaining balance of negative $49.06. I need to stop doing this negative stuff. This is bad money management, very bad money management. But if we add back in our June empties, we're at $83.75. Negative $49.06 plus $83.75 gives me a July budget of $34.69. However, talked about this in my makeup wish list video. Don't know if I mentioned this in my last buys and buys video. I do have a $100 gift card for Shoppers Drug Mart. So my July budget is $100 and $134.69. I'm going to use that $100 as a gimme. It's a buffer. It's a relax for a minute. Don't have crazy dreams about stealing makeup. I don't know if I talked about that in this half. That's in the first half. So yeah, I have $134.69 for my July budget. Again, just some total numbers. So far at this point in the year, I've finished up 61 items. That has a paid value of $386.81 or a retail value of $812.33. It's not bad. It's close to $1,000 retail value. I don't know. I've only been tracking empties since last year. Where were we at from last year? Let's do a quick comparison here. January, February, March, April, May, June. Nope, that's July. I was doing much better last year. Okay. At this time last year, I had 83 items in my empties for a paid value of $515 or a retail value of $972.35. So yeah, much closer to $1,000 at this point last year. I mean, I'm not way off, but I'm off. So here's hoping we'll have some more empties in the latter half of the year, because we're at a bit of a slower go first half of this year. But yeah, as I talked about in my buys half of this video, or part one, that I think I maybe need to rethink this budgeting thing, or I need to do something, because I feel like I'm putting a lot of pressure on myself, potentially unnecessarily. There's a lot going on in the world today, and maybe something's got to give. Maybe I need to be a bit kinder to myself in terms of not beating myself up over what I'm spending on makeup. One of the other things, like I've talked about this in the past, that I'm not a big spender in general. I don't buy a lot of clothes. That's why I don't do clothing hauls, because I don't buy clothes very often, and what I buy is really boring. I have zero sense of fashion. White t-shirt, can you tell? And in general, like for budget-wise, it's not been a big deal. However, this year it has been. I'm spending a lot of money on Harley right now. He's on a couple of new medications that are pretty pricey. He also did some blood tests. He probably should go for some more. I don't know. We're still trying to figure out if we're going to do testing for some other things. Some of insurance is now starting to cover. Like I've hit my deductibles. You guys in the States probably totally understand deductibles. This is like all new for me. I've hit some of my deductibles in some categories, so they are paying me back some of the stuff that I'm spending on. But it's a lot. Like I am spending a lot on Harley right now. So from a budget perspective, like I really should be cutting back on makeup or being conscious. But like I said, it's been a tough year in general. It's been a year. We're only halfway through. That maybe I need to rethink how I'm doing this. Maybe it shouldn't be about the money, maybe it should be about the items, like a point system. Like I think Emily from Emily and Max is doing the point system. I haven't checked in to see how that's going with her recently, but yeah, I don't know. I'm curious to know how you guys are feeling. Like, I stress that I get like almost guilt over, like I buy makeup items because I enjoy them. I enjoy playing with them. I enjoy using them. I enjoy testing them. I enjoy talking about them. Yet on the other half, I have a lot of guilt with it as well. I have guilt because I'm spending money on something frivolous that I could save towards something that is more purposeful. I have consumer guilt because I feel like I am creating a lot of waste. Like the environment, we all know, like we cannot ignore this. It is a problem. So I have consumerism guilt in terms of that factor, and just like excess guilt. Like I know there's people that, I'm here like spending money on fun makeup stuff, and right now things are bad for a lot of people that they're struggling between rent and food. And yeah, it's hard. I know it's such a first world thing to like talk about in terms of feeling guilty about, but I think it's still okay to say that. Like, yes, I know I don't have it as bad as other people. Yes, it's, get over it. But I'm just putting it out there. Like, if you're feeling that way too, I'd like to know. And I think it's okay. I think it's okay to sometimes vent about some things knowing that there are bigger problems in the world. I think I'm starting to go on a tangent, so I'm just going to end this video here. This is a long 2 videos, but that is part 2 of my June buys and buys. I hope you liked this video. If you did, feel free to give a little thumbs up down below. And if you haven't already, I would love it if you subscribe to my channel here in Toronto, Canada. I hope you're doing well, and I'll see you sometime soon. Bye.